Yeah, thank you. Your Holiness, first I wanted to say that I really think that you deserve to receive the Nobel Peace Prize for a second time.
When announcement come, you know, they choose because of Nobel.
When the announcement was made in '89,
and some sort of media people, you see, they asked me, what do you feel? Then I told them, I'm just a Buddhist monk, no more, no less. So, the sort of Nobel Peace is some kind of recognition about my certain sort of contribution for well-being of the people, like that. That's all.
I wanted to ask, on Dutch television, I heard you saying that a lama or a tulku can appoint his own reincarnation. So you are the one. How I don't understand.
Oh, yes, that is quite complicated. And firstly, no Buddha's reincarnation. But Buddha's sort of mind still continuously there, but no formally recognized as a Buddha's reincarnation. I think this, although in India also you see some practitioner from childhood, they have clear memory about past life, but no formal recognition. So in Tibet also, you see some people have very clear memory about past life. I met some people, some children, very clearly remember about past life. And their parents' name and place, everything. So, whether you see formally recognized or not, there are cases who remember about past life. But the reincarnation, Lama reincarnation, I feel in Tibet, in the past Tibet, feudal system. So the Lama institution becomes something like landlord. So then the concerned people have some special interest to keep that institution as a landlord. So reincarnation come, I feel. So Rangzhung Lama says, some Lama in come till 20-year-old, one student reach 20-year-old and already show good knowledge through study and good behavior, then recognize.
So there seems to be a particular system of recognizing reincarnation, where one waits until the child has become actually mature and demonstrated the qualities and the ability. That system seems to be actually quite good.
Thank you. Now here.
Your Holiness, I know Tibetan religion is very much about respecting life, especially in Jainism that you mentioned. And I was wondering, we have these small creatures in the world like mosquitoes. Sorry for that to ask. And when they are just annoying, I think we should ignore them. But when they are spreading diseases like Zika and malaria and things like that, how should we treat them? Are we allowed to kill them or what? Thank you.
That the question is that kanda mi so di tos za chimurwa samsha tang to urwa shenben chi to urwa So that the trading Tandalia, she jumped in the Taku, the Kaso saw the Huzi, the Pandacheskim doa. That Tindigi, she go culture the cover, Tindigi Tanata, sometimes Risha.
So, in these kind of difficult questions of ethics that has to do with lives, what is very important is to really take into account the specificity of the context. So, if in the case of your question about involvement of human health, then human life is generally a form of life that also has the sentient creature being able to think about others, make a real difference in others' lives, and make a better world, and so on. So, for the sake of protecting human lives, there may be situations where some other lives may have to be sacrificed for that purpose. So, I think it's not an absolute black and white question. You need to take into account the sensitivity to the context of the situation.
Okay, now this.
Yeah. Okay. Hello, my Honesty. Thank you very much for coming here and giving us the opportunity to talk with you and to listen to your great words. My question is about a current theme right now. It's about immigration.
Yeah.
And I know you're also an immigrant from Tibet.
Mm-hmm.
So yesterday I was a little bit surprised because I read an article about you saying that Europe is from the European and that the immigrants should go back to their home country. And that was not really comparable with the great words I hear you say about altruism, love, acceptance, equality. And my own opinion is that we earn a lot of gain and development in Europe also from other countries. So in my opinion, they are really welcome here. Can you maybe further explain yourself?
Yes.
Because I think we're
Very
on
good.
the same line, but I would like to hear you say more about that.
Yes.
Please. Thank you.
Those refugees from other country to Europe, I think like Germany and some other European countries provide help them. Wonderful. However, these refugees from different country, I think they themselves also should think their home is their own land. So in their own home, killing, bully, so a lot of suffering. Therefore, they something like escape. So European countries must provide shelter to them, and particularly children should provide facility for education, and the younger people should provide sort of the training, including some mechanic sort of training. Then the aim is eventually they should return their own land to rebuild their own country. That's my view, right from the beginning. So give shelter. For example, we Tibetan take shelter in India, but most of Tibetan is eventually, when situation change, everybody is want to return. So each country, their own culture, their own language, their own way of life, is better to live their own country. That's my view. Now last question. I think one girl.
Thank you.
One girl.
Maybe
I prefer you should just girl.
the younger, yeah.
Yes.
Sorry. No.
If you have some question. Don't shy.
Why we are human?
Oh, that's That's evolution. Through evolution, we become this kind of brain. The origin of human being, not like this. So evolution, gradually. Okay. Yes, now last question.
Can I? Thank you. Your Holiness, Ringu Tulku told me to come, I should come to see you to ask for your blessing in order to heal after experiencing a lot of problems from the effects of Dorji Shugden. So I've just come to ask for your blessing and to also ask if you would please bless my 3 children and my ex-husband who've all been affected by this.
Certainly, I pray.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, the Shugden problem. Previously, I also used a worshipper of Shugden. Then gradually, I noticed that's not proper, particularly with name of Dalai Lama, because 5th Dalai Lama, since 5th Dalai Lama, the problem started. The Myeonam Logbe Tamsin Jumbo.
So the 5th Dalai Lama, finally came to recognize the kind of, destructive nature of this particular spirit, which has arisen out of a distorted aspiration, and it's also, in fact, a counter to the Dharma practice, Dharma teachings.
And then recent year, or I think recent generation, the Shugden worshipper is prohibited to receive teaching from Nyingma tradition, Kagyu tradition. So it is very, very sectarian. So I made public is not good in order to promote religious harmony within Tibetan sort of Buddhist community. So too much sectarian. That's very bad. Okay. So then don't worry. The real refuge is warm-heartedness. So you should, instead of fear about Shugden, you should sort of develop the sympathetic, compassionate attitude towards Shugden. That's the best way to protect yourself.
Yeah,
okay.
It just caused lots of burning sensation and lots of problems like that need healing, and that's why Ringu Tulku said I needed your help.
Well, certainly, I pray. And do you know Om Tare Todare Turisaha?
The Tara mantra.
Mantra of Tara mantra. Then recite that. Okay. Then you see, don't stress fear. Open your mind. As a result of my own case, as a result of practice of bodhicitta,
so if you are able to open your heart and really to practice bodhicitta, then everything will appear as friends rather than hostile forces.
Okay. Now I think last question.
One of the forms of love is romantic love, and there's been quite some evolutions in that field. I think there's been more openness to sexual pleasure, more gender equality, and I think some people don't know now what to do. What are your views on the role of romantic love? Does it have an educational value? How would you like to see it evolve? What is a mature romantic love or sexual behavior?
I think wrong person to ask. You should ask those experts about that. I don't. In any way, attachment or loving kindness, which because of the, I think, test your practice of loving kindness really because of the have some experience or not, should think towards your enemy, troublemaker. So you have same sort of sense of concern towards your enemy. That is the genuine love, genuine compassion. Otherwise, towards your own friend, or these are not genuine love, but attachment. That's wrong. Attachment is the basis of hatred, fear. Thank you. Okay, thank you.
Your Holiness.
Oh, there is a